I was on Facebook and I said that Micah and Mila, the two dogs that I have trained to be physical assist dogs, they're the only two physical assist dogs in Taiwan. And I wrote that on Facebook, and somebody said, well, don't they eat dogs in Taiwan? No, they don't eat dogs in Taiwan. It was a harmless comment. I can see by what she wrote afterwards. She didn't know. She just figured Taiwan is not part of China. And as I understand it, there's only very small areas in China where they still eat dog. It's not a popular dish. And in both China and Taiwan, dogs are spoiled. That's the impression that I get, that they're pets. They're pets like every place, you know. And the same thing is true, you know, in Beijing and all that. Man, nobody eats dog in Beijing. South Korea, nobody's really eating dog. I'm not saying that. I have a friend who's South Korean, and she said that her dad does know of a butcher shop that sells dog meat, but it's not, you have to go out of your way to look for it. It would be more likely in North Korea where they would eat dog. How am I going to make a judgment upon them when I eat so many different kinds of meat? I eat beef, I eat goat, I eat snails. You see what I'm saying? It's sort of hypocritical for me to say, you know, the people in China suck for eating dog meat when every other culture has eaten dog meat at some time. Lewis and Clark ate dog meat. Native American, it was very common to eat dog meat. They were used, you know, for, you know, beast of burden and also as a food source. Dog meat was eaten in Europe. I mean, dog meat, it's sort of been a common thing. It's just sort of like dogs have like become something else. They become mostly our pets and spoiled. You know, that's mostly what people have is dogs that are spoiled rotten, and that's why we have so many problems with dogs, and they're dying right and left. So it's actually, when you think about it, the dog that isn't, you know, that's put down in the animal shelter because the person didn't train it, that person's sort of shittier than the person in China that eats it as a food source. In other words, that dog that is put down in the shelter is just burned and never used. You see what I'm saying? Like there's like this ethical thing. At least the people in China that are still eating it, it's not going to waste. I'm not saying that there isn't a cruelty involved. There's sort of like a common cruelty involved with a lot of our meat sources, chickens. You know, everything should sort of be free range at this point. So it's sort of hypocritical for me to go off on some small towns in China that still eat dog. Would I ever eat dog? Like, say I took a trip to China. No, absolutely not. I couldn't do it. That would be like, I have Remy a pit. I've hunted for years, and I was a dove hunter, and dove is the same thing as a pigeon. They're the exact same bird. I can't go dove hunting anymore. It's like if I had a pet pig, I would have to stop eating pig. I can't eat dog. There's no way. Or cat. It just, I can't do it. There's a few animals that I won't eat, and like monkey. I would never eat monkey. The thought of that is just too weird. I would eat whale meat. This is true. I would eat whale meat if I was in Alaska and with a Native American family or something that was serving whale meat. I would try it, but I've heard that whale meat tastes like fishy beef. That's what I've heard. Do I think that Japan should be still whaling? No. What's the point? You know, but it's sort of hypocritical to, there's only so many whales and they're depleting the population and stuff. So I don't see any reason to be going after whales anymore. You know what I'm saying? Bat. I would never eat bat. My friend that's Taiwanese, she said she tried bat. I forgot what she said, but I think that she said that she didn't like it. I think that they were in Bali or something, some Indonesia or something. They were somewhere where bat was served. I think they ate it, and then later as they were leaving, the people in the restaurant, were like, you ate this, like the bat, like that, like. But I think that she said that she did not really like it, and I've seen Andrew Zimner on his show where he goes around eating all kinds of strange meat and stuff. He ate bat. He didn't like it, and I think I also saw Anthony Bourdain eat bat, and he didn't like it. It's sort of like the thought of eating bat for me is disgusting. It's repulsive. That's the most repulsive, bizarre creature on the planet. They're infected with rabies and all kinds of shit. Now, matter of fact, the Ebola virus is linked to bats. People eating bat meat. So I don't think that eating bat is very good. But it's sort of hard for me to be hypocritical when it's a cultural thing. When they're, do I like it that they eat dog in some parts of China? No, I don't like it, but it would be hypocritical of me to, really say, well, that's really wrong when I'm a carnivore. You know what I'm saying? It's as hypocritical as the person that eats meat that gives people that hunt shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're a hypocrite if you go to McDonald's and you don't acknowledge that that hamburger that you were eating was a cute animal. That was a cute little cow. You know what I'm saying? That was a cute cow at some point, and you're eating it, and you've never hunted or killed anything, yet you're giving somebody shit that goes and shoots a deer or shoots a goose or a duck and eats it. So there's a lot of hypocrisy in the world concerning what people eat. You can't really give somebody shit in Korea for eating cat when you're eating beef or anything else. People don't eat horse in this country either, but in Europe it's very common. Like, you could go to Italy and you can buy horse in a butcher store. The reason why we look at horses as pets, it goes, dogs are the most popular, then it's cats, and then horses. Actually, it's dogs, cats, birds, and horses, something like that. But you're hypocritical if you're giving somebody shit about going hunting. At least they're acknowledging the animal's death, and they're acknowledging that the animal was alive at some point. You're a hypocrite if you eat meat and have somebody else do your killing. So don't give, people shit for eating dog. I hate the thought of somebody killing a dog. I hate the thought of 4 million dogs dying in our animal shelters. It sucks. It sucks. I love dogs. But somebody that is crappy to their dog, right, and doesn't train their dog and gives the dog up and it's put down in an animal shelter seems worse to me than the person that is using dog meat as a food source in China and trying to feed their family. It's hypocritical. It's fucking hypocritical. Unless you're a vegan, you have no right saying anything. You don't. You don't have any fucking right saying anything. And if you kill a fish or you kill anything, you have no right giving... You know what I'm saying? Like, if you eat fish, you killed that fish. You just had somebody else kill it for you. People are fucking hypocrites. They really are. I would never eat dog. That what I was saying too about Micah and Mila's owner. Like, Taiwan's really sophisticated, and Micah and Mila's mom, very sophisticated woman. I got this picture in my head when this woman was saying this, typing this underneath my post, of somebody asking Micah and Mila's mom if they would like to eat the dog that's on the menu. Like, this image of her being very polite and saying, no, thank you, but just being appalled inside. Like, no, that would be like eating Micah, They don't eat dog in Taiwan. They don't eat dog in a lot of the Asian countries, and it's only in certain areas of China and North Korea. That's the way I understand it. But don't be a hypocrite. I don't like it. I would never wear one of those Canadian goose coats because or any of the coats, the parkas with fur on them. That's dog fur. Okay, that's dog fur from China, or it's coyote or wolf fur. So keep that in mind. You're wearing one of those coats, you killed a dog. You're wearing dog fur. I see people all the time on the street in the winter wearing dog fur. It's gross. It's gross. Don't eat dog. You know, I love dogs.